Hey everybody, it's Darkling Muffin, and welcome back to more Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we finished up everything I wanted to do in Kakariko Village, and headed up the Death Mountain to find the Gorons, where supposedly we'd find more information about the Spiritual Stone. So let's ask around and see if anybody knows anything about the Spiritual Stone.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Everybody feels faint from hunger because of the food shortage in this town. We're in danger of extinction. It's all because we can't enter our quarry, Dodongo's Cavern. We Gorons live on a diet of rocks, and the most delicious and nutritious rocks around are found in Dodongo's Cavern. But that seems like ancient history now. We've become such gourmets that we can't stand to eat rocks from anywhere else. Oh, I want to eat the top sirloin rocks from Dodongo's Cavern.
So these guys eat food, and because Dodongo's Cavern is sealed up, where their favorite food is, they just don't eat food anymore. Honestly relatable. If my only option were tomatoes, I would absolutely not eat them. This is an interesting looking little pedestal here. It looks like something used to be set in this stand. Do you have any information?
Hey! It's dangerous for a little kid like you to come out here. You might fall down. Anyway, is there something you want? Ask Big Brother about complicated things. If he's in a bad mood, he'll probably get mad at you. It can be pretty scary, but I know his secret. He may not look like the type, but Big Brother loves to dance. If he gets in a rhythm, he'll surely something. I remember Big Brother used to always listen to the music that comes from the forest. Ah, yes, the good old days. That music makes me feel nostalgic, too. If all the torches around here were lit, Goron City would really liven up.
So that's some interesting information that we should probably keep in mind. Big Brother, who is, I suppose, their leader, first of all, would know where the Spiritual Stone is, and second of all, likes to dance, and might get angry at us if he's in a bad mood. It's probably best not to worry about it. Anyway, the direction we wanted to go... Actually, before we go that direction, I wanted to head over this way. So across these rope bridges here, which connect in a very strange way. I mean, these ropes, I gotta say, are very sturdy. They seem to constantly be under tension. I wanted to show off this little area over here, because if you come over here, there's just this area that's covered in rocks, which I guess, again, the Gorons won't eat, because they're such gourmets. I mean, seriously, man. Goron City, on first glance, might be kind of difficult to navigate if you're unsure of, if you're, here for the first time, or maybe you're exploring it. Maybe you got confused by it, but I gotta say, navigating this place is not that difficult when you know what you're doing. You really need to pay attention. So there's these little areas in the map. If you have a look at the map, there's these areas that jut out, and you need to know where these areas that jut out are in order to navigate. I mean, look at this map. So the way you do it is up there, not that door, but the door that's kind of hidden behind those rocks, will lead you either to here, or if you continue down, you end up on the second floor, I guess? If down there is the first floor, up there is going to be the second floor, and up there is going to be the third floor. This area over here with the red poles will take you either to the third or the fourth floor, and then over here, the other red poles will take you, keep going, the rest of the way down to these yellow poles, which are the first floor. That is how you're supposed to navigate this place. It's very confusing and weird. I believe this is a Goron that I wanted to talk about.
Oh? We don't get many visitors way up here. Where are you from? The forest? What's a forest? Eh? It's where a lot of trees and plants grow? And now I'm even more confused. Nothing grows around here besides the bomb flowers. We don't have seeds or nuts around here either. Even Deku sticks are very scarce around here. I know a trick to conserve Deku stick.
If you light a stick on fire, it'll burn to ashes. Press A to put it out way before it completely burns. By the way, I hit a stick nearby. The stick that he's hidden nearby is in this pot. This pot will always have a Deku stick in it every time. In fact, it's one of the few pots in the game that has Deku sticks at all, which is interesting. Over here...
I'm so hungry that I can't think about anything but food. The spiritual stone, that red stone that was lighting up our city, Big Brother Darunia took it away. Then he shut himself up in his room and won't come out. Since then it feels like all the lights in the city have gone out. Everyone seems so depressed. I want you to bring fire from Big Brother's room back here.
Okay, so we have a couple torches here, as well as, a passageway here that changes up the music a little bit, so we'll probably want to keep that in mind. Let's head on down to the lower area, and in fact it is the lowest area that has Big Brother's room, the Big Brother that they are talking about. But first things first, I just want to check this carpet here. You're standing on a soft carpet for guests. It feels so plush under your feet. I just love that little detail. I like how they just kind of like, yeah, it's a soft and comfy carpet. Do you have anything to say, buddy?
If I'm not mistaken, you came here to eat that red stone too. Well, too bad it's not here. What? That's not why you're here? You're looking for a spiritual stone? You must mean the delicious-looking red stone that was once displayed above the city. I was so hungry I thought it would be okay to just give it one tiny little lick, so I snuck up there. But it was already gone. I think Big Brother took it away. He always says that everyone is after that red stone. Big Brother has shut himself up in his room saying, I will wait here for the royal family's messenger. Are you the royal family's messenger? If you were, you would have to have some kind of proof.
Yeah, in fact, we do have some kind of proof that we are the royal family's messenger. After playing Zelda's Lullaby on this very comfy and soft carpet, we are allowed access to Big Brother's room.
What the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king? Now I'm really angry! Get out of my face! Were you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested Dodongo's cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers.
Yeah, so there seems to be a lot of issues here in Goron City that they have to deal with. And unfortunately, Darunia is not going to give us the spiritual stone. But we do now have access to the fire that other Goron was talking about, so let's go ahead and bring some fire over to him. There's also some torches around the base of this thing to light. And one thing to note is that if you were to bring fire straight from Darunia's room up to there, it would burn out before you got there. And lighting all of these makes this spin around. Unfortunately, Link didn't do the thing. Usually, when you light this last torch, Link just spins around and it looks really funny. But I guess it just decided not to do it this time. Once you light this last torch, these torches will stay lit, but they will only stay lit for a temporary period of time. Anyway, what I was saying is that if you use your Deku stick to light a torch, it actually resets the burn timer on the Deku stick, allowing you to light more torches. So that's how these torches don't burn out, as it were. Do you have anything to say now that I've brought light over here?
How was Big Brother? I see. By the way, do you know the music coming from deep inside this tunnel? We all like this music.
Music, eh? Well, these flowers here, these bomb flowers, as were referenced earlier, can be lit with the torch to blow up these rocks, allowing us to go into the place where the music that the Gorons like is. I could have worded that better, but I didn't, and I'm not going to try again.
Hey, over here! Hoo-hoo! Link, good to see you again. Listen to this! Hoot hoot! After going through the lost woods, you will come upon the sacred forest meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh! What's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Hoo-hoo-ho! Do you want to hear what I said again? If you are courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot!
And indeed, we are in the Lost Woods, which we came to earlier in the series, and I think the first episode, but couldn't navigate because we didn't know how. That was a hint on how to navigate the Lost Woods. But I'm actually going to get lost on purpose because there's some errands we can run here in Kokiri Forest. First of all, it's nighttime. It was nighttime when we entered Goron City, so I think let's do just a teeny little bit of gold Skulltula hunting, since, you know, they come out at nighttime. If you come up behind the Know-It-All Brothers house, there's a gold Skulltula, which has hit me. Great. Now, this gold Skulltula token is just a little bit too high for you to grab, but you can grab it with just a backflip or a side hop. I think you could probably grab it with as well. And since we are here, I'm actually gonna make it daytime, just to have the liveliness of the place. Just to bring back the liveliness of Kokiri Forest, because I don't know, I like the music here, and I like the look of the place when it's daytime. But since we're here, I think it would be a good idea to catch up with Saria and see what she thinks about all of the stuff that's been going on. So I think first things first, let's head over to Saria's house and, well, tell her about it. Unfortunately, it appears that Saria isn't home. That's okay. If anybody would know where Saria is, it would be the people of Kokiri, so let's see what they have to say.
Jumping is going out of style now. I'm crazy about doing backflips. Can you do one?
I can indeed. Do you have anything to say to that? Absolutely not. Alright, well, that guy was completely useless to us. That's okay. There's other people around to ask. Let's see if the guy who failed to lift up even a single rock has anything to say.
You have a cool slingshot, huh? You know what's cool about it? You can aim while holding down 1, X, Y, or 2 and shoot by releasing the button. How cool! If you have the slingshot ready, you can use L targeting to shoot while moving. Did you know that?
Interesting. No one seems to know where Saria is.
Saria wanted to see you. Did she find you already?
No, Saria didn't find us. In fact, I can't find Saria. Let's see if the lady over here has anything.
Saria said she's waiting at the usual spot.
Huh. Very strange thing that everybody says that Saria is looking for us, but I have no idea where she is. Now, my notes say, the notes that I keep to help me along with this Let's Play say that there is a typo somewhere in the training area, and I wanted to find it. I'm not sure where it is, but there is supposedly a typo here. Hey guys, Future Me chiming in again. The typo that I was looking for is actually exclusive to the N64 version. I don't know why I didn't point that out, but if you talk to this guy, did you know that if you hold, excuse me, what is that? What is that symbol? Well, that symbol actually is a symbol that's used for the sign over here. It's for the triangle icon that you see above objects, and it's not the joystick. It was meant to be the joystick symbol. So that was the typo. Back to past me. Future me, if you can find a typo here, please do it, because I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm talking about here. There does not appear to be a person here that has a typo or a sign that has a typo. I don't know what that is. Pass me. Get yourself checked out, man. Well, there is one more person who is outside in Kokiri Forest who might know where Saria is. Let's go ahead and have a talk with Fado over here. Who, yet again, doesn't really have much of a narrative purpose in the story, but she's cool. I like her.
If you want to go to the Lost Woods, you better equip the right gear, hee.
Huh. There is... Let's see, do you... Ah, there we go.
Mido might know something about Saria's whereabouts. I think Mido is sulking in one of the houses over there.
Sulking? Well, I'm assuming by one of the houses over there, she means Mido's house, the place that we ruthlessly robbed earlier in the series.
If you're looking for Saria, she's in the Lost Woods, as usual. Don't tell me you don't know where that is. The entrance is up on the cliff overlooking the village. I know you'll get lost. Don't worry, you'll just end up back at the entrance.
Well, we know where Saria is now, so let's head out in that direction, why don't we? And, I'm gonna talk about the hint that was given to us by the owl as to how to navigate the Lost Woods. The owl was talking about the music, and listen for the music. And when we get into the Lost Woods, you'll notice that the music only plays when we go into certain areas. So, for example, the music is kind of quiet here, but if we head over to the right, the music gets much louder. That being said, there are secret areas in the Lost Woods that you can't find by listening to the music. For example, immediately to the left, we have a new enemy, apparently. Skull Kid, is this what happens to kids who get lost in the forest? He might be our friend if we do something. But try as you might, you can't even talk to the guy. So that's unfortunate, but who knows? Maybe we'll figure out something to do. He seems to be very diligently playing his flute, which I appreciate. Clearly the music of the Lost Woods isn't coming from him. But if we head over this way, we find there's a soft soil patch, and unfortunately, I don't have any bugs. So I can't use the bugs on the soft soil patch. Kind of unfortunate, but heading down over this way, we'll see. Keep going. There's a business scrub here. Now, this business scrub is one of the few business scrubs in the game who actually has something for us. So, I'm actually going to equip the Deku Shield so I can actually deal with this guy. There we go. Let's see. What do you got for me, buddy?
I surrender! To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku Sticks, but it'll cost you 40 rupees. Let's make a deal. Thank you very much.
Now you can pick up more Deku Sticks. You can carry up to 20 of them. And beyond that, it also fills up our Deku Stick carrying capacity. It fills up our Deku Sticks to capacity, so we now have 20 Deku Sticks to work with, which is just excellent. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk about in the Lost Woods is that in the beta version of Ocarina of Time, the Lost Woods actually took on a different form. The Lost Woods originally were a very big and heavily forested area with a lot of trees, and it was very big and foggy, meaning that you're more likely to get lost naturally as opposed to the in-game equivalent of getting lost, which is ending up back in Kokiri Forest. And there are screenshots and actually video of this due to a leak of Ocarina of Time's early beta content. This was removed because the Nintendo 64 disk drive is what this game was originally developed for, and unfortunately, once development shifted to the regular N64, not the disk drive, it made it so the system wasn't powerful enough to handle all of the trees and the fog in the large area, so it unfortunately had to be cut. Now, what do we see over there? Why, that looks like a target to me. If you shoot it, 100 will appear over that guy's head. You can get 30s, I think, if you hit, like, over to the side. But if you hit 3 bullseyes in a row...
Cool! You're great! You scored 3 perfect bullseyes! I have to give a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it and don't ask why I have an accent.
Why, of course, it's the longest item name in the game! You got the biggest Deku Seed bullet bag. This bag can hold up to 50 slingshot bullets. At least I think that's the longest item name in the game. But anyway, if you have a look, this is another capacity upgrade. We now have 50 of our slingshot ammo, which is quite nice. Furthermore, down here, we have ourselves a couple of guys with their flutes out.
Follow along with our song in your ocarina. We'll lead you into it.
Lay. So, this is a simple Simon Says memory matching, whatever the heck else you want to call it. They will always add one more note onto the sequence. In this case, we're getting Leia, which is Lael. Lael. The 3DS version actually makes it a little bit easier by having lettered buttons instead of just the C button, so you can sort of make a word out of it. After you do this once, you'll be rewarded with a green rupee, and they'll ask if you want to play more. Now, if I was a smart person, this is where I should have probably talked about the beta of Ocarina of Time, but I didn't do that, and... so that is L. Licks. But also, talking over the game would probably make it more difficult to play along, so I guess it's probably for the better I didn't talk about the beta during this minigame, so I could focus a little bit. That would be LYXLR. But the minigame is essentially the same in all versions as well, I guess, is worth noting. So LYXLRY. Okay, and after completing 6 notes, they'll say, "That was quite a nice session. As a token of our friendship, please take this," and they will reward you with a blue rupee. That's 5 rupees. Do you want to play some more? Boy, do I! Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet for a second because I really need to focus to remember XRA. Oh yeah, I guess I'm not sure if I know. I'm not gonna be quiet. I'm gonna try and talk through this, and if I screw it up, then I'll be quiet. But as you may have noticed, they add one note on to the previous sequence. So that's what it is. So XRALY. XRALY. Zrally is what this says. Zrally? Zrally. Zrallyx. XRALYX. XRA. Is it L? Yeah, LYX. I was about to press Y before the L. I'm really screwing myself up with this one by talking and not paying attention. Okay. XRALYXA. XRALYXA. And I did it! Yay! Oh god, there's one more. AX. So, XRALYXA. X. XLALYXAX. Alright, I did it, and I didn't even mess up.
That was quite a nice session. As a token of our friendship, please take this.
And that nets us a piece of heart, which gives us, a piece of heart. We're actually, if we pop into our gear menu, we're only 1/4 of the way to the next one. But yeah, I'm very pleased that I managed to get through that. Right, so was it these? Yes, it was. So, one thing that's very nice is that earlier I demonstrated that in this version of the game, when you drop your bugs and they go to a soft soil patch, they don't... you aren't able to pick them back up, which is different to the N64 version where you are able to pick them back up. But a very nice design thing that they did compared to this comparing this version to the original. Well, I guess it's in the original too, but a very nice thing they did is that all of the soft soil patches are in areas where bugs... I don't want to say all of them, but a lot of them are in areas where bugs are accessible somewhere nearby. So that is something to keep in mind if you're playing this version, that there's probably going to be bugs in a bush or under a rock somewhere nearby, and that is how you get the soft soil Skulltulas. Anyway, now that I've gotten done pretty much everything that I wanted to do in the Lost Woods that doesn't involve the main quest, let's continue on with the main quest, and I'll tell you also the correct route to take. So you want to start by going to the right, and then going to the left. That'll take you to the entrance to Goron City, where we came out earlier. We're going to head to the right once more. It'll take us to this wonderful looking little fountain here. Very nice place. Heading over to the left once more. This one, you want to head straight forward. To the left one more time. And now, this last one, it's you can kind of see that exit there has a little white thing in the middle, and that's a quick way to tell if you're going the right way or the wrong way, is that the right way will not have that little white thing in the loading zone. So you see that doesn't have the white thing. This one did have it. It doesn't seem to... Yeah, that one has it. But this one, you can't really use that as a strategy. So you just want to take a right here. And that will take us to the Sacred Forest Meadow. There appears to be a gate blocking our path, and that gate is guarded by a new enemy! Wolfo, draw it close to you and watch its movement carefully. Attack it when it drops its guard. These guys are some of the easiest enemies to fight. You can stun them with Deku Nuts if I had any. You can try and attack it whenever it's trying to attack you, but the best thing to do is wait for it to finish its attack and attack it from behind. In fact, it's so easy to kill them that all it takes is wait for them to attack and hit them with a well-timed jump slash. That is the best way to take them out, and it's super simple and easy. And believe it or not, even though... Oh, it's not that way. Even though these guys... What? I'm sorry, I got lost a little bit, don't worry. These little cubby areas have rupees in them, by the way. Neat little thing. There you are! This is, believe it or not, a new enemy! Mad Scrub, if you get close to it, it'll hide in the grass unless you defeat it first. These are different to the Deku Scrubs. Deku Scrubs, previously, they would talk to you after you hit them with their Deku Nut. These guys have no interest in talking, they just want to fight. So when you knock them out, you gotta kill them. Oh, I actually hit that one. I wasn't even trying for that. And they also are friendly enough to drop Deku Nuts. Now, I think in a previous episode I found out that Deku Scrubs couldn't actually be stunned with Deku Nuts, and I couldn't actually test to see if that was true. I will update the bio of that episode, depending on whether or not that's true, but I did want to test it out to see if Deku Nuts could be used to stun the Mad Scrubs. So, when I head up here, there's going to be... Oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention exactly where I was going in this area. In this area, it looks like a maze, but the maze is laid out on the map down at the bottom left corner, so it's pretty easy to navigate. You just kind of... the hardest part to navigate, if I climb up this ladder, I can show you. The hardest part to navigate is this part right here. You have to know that this cubby... What the heck just happened there? Did I just jump in midair? Is that what happened? I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen or if maybe I'm just seeing things. Anyway, just gotta know that you gotta walk through this patch of grass. But it's actually fortuitous that we are up here. Abby, what do you have to say?
What would Saria say if we told her we were going to save Hyrule?
Well, we're gonna find out in a little bit, but first, I wanted to hop down here because there's a little hole here. And inside this little hole is the first fairy fountain. There's a few of these throughout the game. They're usually pretty well hidden, and inside we have fairies. If you walk into them, they will heal you completely. Or maybe they don't heal you completely. Future me knows the correct answer. I know that if you grab a fairy in a bottle, you got a fairy in a bottle. On this item subscreen, you can set it to 1x, y, or 2. This tiny fairy is a reliable partner who will revive you the moment you run out of life energy. Once you set it to 1x, y, or 2, though, you can ask for its help anytime. Now, fairies are interesting in this game. So when you die, they will heal you completely. However, they actually only heal you completely if they were used from the bottle. If you walk into them like this, it will not heal you completely if you have few enough hearts. Future me can tell you exactly how many hearts they heal, or if anything that I've just said is completely wrong. Take it away, future me. I guess you're just text on screen, so you can just put the text on screen and you don't need to, whatever. Moving on. I get the feeling that we're probably getting pretty close to Saria. So let's, go there. Up these stairs here into this very interesting looking area. Okay, you can stun them using your Deku Nuts. It's an easy way to take them out. You stun them and then you slash them. It's super easy. And they sometimes drop Deku Nuts, but not all the time. Either way, let's head up the stairs here.
I've been waiting for you, Link. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the ocarina with me, I can teach you to talk with the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me? Okay, try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? Great! Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime.
You've learned Saria's song. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we go cheer up that grumpy old man. See you guys then.